Here is the daily shipping loop a solo builder runs on real products. Everyone agrees on one thing about building software in the AI era. The hard part is no longer writing the code. The code is getting close to free. So the question that actually matters has flipped. It is no longer, can you build it? It is, can you decide what to build, judge whether it is right, and ship it to real users before the day ends? I am a solo builder working in the AI software industry, and I ship one product a day. Not a toy demo, a real product, with a domain, with users, and often with a payment flowing on day one. Today, I want to show you the exact loop that makes that possible. It is 4 tools, a few unglamorous habits, and one discipline that decides whether you survive. First, the 4 tools, because each one collapses an entire category of pain into a single command. Tool 1, Claude Code, is the builder. You do not write code anymore. You set a goal, draw the boundaries, and review what it produces. One sentence spins up a full project skeleton: routes, database models, a Docker file, a landing page, a sample environment file. Tool 2, GitHub, is your single source of truth and your deployment trigger. Tool 3, Railway, is one command to go live. Postgres, Redis, cron jobs, environment variables, a private network, all inside one project. No Kubernetes, no Nginx, no DevOps team. And Tool 4, Cloudflare, is your domain, your DNS, your edge, and your safety net. A custom domain, automatic HTTPS, and when you need it, a tunnel that exposes your laptop or home server to the public internet. Now, why these 4, and not some other stack? Because when you actually break down what makes shipping a product slow, the bottleneck is never the code. The bottleneck is the glue. Setting up environments, wiring databases, configuring HTTPS, binding a domain, and the worst one, finding out it is broken only after a customer tells you. These 4 tools each eat one piece of that glue. And here is the part most people skip, and it is why they can never seem to ship fast. The one product a day rhythm only works if you pay the setup cost exactly once. I call this day 0. On day 0, you build templates, not products. You create one repo template for your front-end stack and one for your back-end, each already wired with the boring parts. After that, starting a new product is one command that clones the template into a fresh private repo. On day 0, you log into your deploy platform once, and you save your credentials in fixed, predictable locations. One warning here, and I learned it the hard way: different accounts keep separate tokens. Reuse the wrong token, and the domain binding fails silently. On day 0, you also collect your skills, the reusable playbooks your coding agent can call. Skills are your compounding asset, not throwaway prompts. Pay this cost once, and every day after that really is just one day. Now let us walk through the day itself. I split the day into 4 blocks, and I wear 3 different roles inside the same person. Morning, the builder starts. Before writing a single line, I force myself to answer 2 questions in plain language. What is the one sentence of value, and what is the one action that can collect money? If I cannot answer those, I do not start. That judgment is the reviewer's job, and it is the one job I will not outsource to an agent. Only then does the builder open a fresh repo, lock the goal, and let the agent generate the smallest loop that can actually run. The discipline here is brutal. Do not chase the full feature set. Ship the smallest closed loop first, a local process talking to a real cloud database. Noon, the ship block. One git push triggers the automatic deploy. Cloudflare binds the domain, the HTTPS certificate issues, and within minutes the product has a public address anyone can visit. If I need to expose a service running on my own machine, I put it behind a Cloudflare tunnel. By the end of this block, the product is live. Everything after this is iteration on the real thing, not on a local host fantasy. Afternoon, the reviewer takes over. I walk the core flow like a real user. Sign up, payment, the main feature, the mobile view. I wire up billing, and critically, I wire up one error alert, so that if it breaks, a message hits my phone before a customer ever sees it. Here is something worth saying out loud. The current generation of coding agents will actively tell you when something at the edge is uncertain. Do not ignore that pushback. It is more reliable than your own tired eyes at 3 in the afternoon. Evening, the servicer. And this is the block everyone forgets. Same-day distribution. A product that launched is not a product that finished. On the same day it ships, it needs its first wave of traffic. Write one short post, record one clear demo, and put both where the intended users already spend attention. The goal is one complete loop from idea to working product to a real user action. A sourcing note matters here. The first-person field account in this video is adapted from the source author's documented workflow and products. Hunter is analyzing that account, not claiming to have built those products. The reported results, including more than 844 transactions and a one-day scheduling workflow, belong to the source author's case study and should not be treated as a universal benchmark. Now turn the story into an operating system. Use 3 checklists. The builder checks the smallest paid action. The reviewer tests sign-up, payment, the main feature, mobile layout, and one failure alert. The servicer checks the public address, explanation, demo, and distribution destination before the day closes. The builder adds too much. The reviewer accepts something that merely looks finished. The servicer delays distribution until the product becomes invisible. Give each role a separate block and definition of done. Railway environment variables do not appear just because they exist in a local file. Cloudflare tunnels and load balancers can produce a 522 when the edge path is wrong. Tokens from one account may fail silently in another. And hidden Apple. Double files copied from macOS can break a Linux database migration. These ordinary failures can turn a short build into a long recovery. The platforms can change while the logic stays intact. Replace each provider with the tools available in your market. Keep the invariant. One command to start, one source of truth, one public deployment path, one monitored failure channel, and one same-day distribution action. On Token X, a product with real billing processed over 844 transactions. On WX Schedule, a tool that read a screenshot, checked a calendar, and sent invites, shipped in one day. So the bottleneck was never the code. The scarce things are deciding what to build, judging whether it is right, and shipping it the same day. One person plays 3 roles: builder, reviewer, servicer. The reviewer is the part you cannot outsource to an agent, because judgment is the moat. On day 0, you set up a repo templates and credentials once. After that, every day really is just one day. Local env files do not sync to Railway, so the app runs locally and white screens in production. A disabled Cloudflare load balancer silently falls through to a 522 error. Cloudflare tokens do not work across accounts, so bind the wrong one and it fails quietly. Even a stray macOS Apple double file can crash your database migration on the server. Ship one action that can earn money, because a perfect product that never launches equals 0. The final lesson is not to worship speed. Speed without judgment only produces more wrong products. The advantage comes from making execution cheap enough that judgment receives most of your attention. Decide what deserves to exist. Define the smallest action that proves value. Review the result honestly. Then ship it while the context is still fresh. Code will keep getting cheaper. The tools will keep changing. But the durable triangle remains. The builder makes execution cheap, the reviewer defines value, and the servicer closes the loop with users. I am Hunter. I read the AI builder scene from inside the industry and translate it into decisions you can use. Subscribe for the next field note.